Some water is in a closed container. How do the properties of the water change if the container is placed in the freezer? The mass and the volume decreases. The mass and the volume increases. Mass increases and the volume stays the same. Mass stays the same and volume increases. A closed jar contains 150 grams of ice in 300 grams of liquid water. After sitting for a while, half of the ice is melted. Which description of the mass is now correct? The mass of the ice is 0 grams and the mass of the liquid water is 375 grams. The mass of the ice is 75 grams and the mass of the liquid water is 375. The mass of the ice is 75 grams and the mass of the liquid water is 300 grams. The mass of the ice is 150 grams and the mass of the liquid water is 300 grams. What happens to the mass and the volume of an ice cube as it melts? The mass and the volume decreases. Mass and the volume increases. Mass decreases and the volume stays the same. Mass stays the same and volume decreases. An experiment included these steps. Step 1, place 500 grams of water in a container. Step 2, freeze the water. Step 3, measure the mass. Step 4, allow the water to melt. Step 5, measure the mass. What will happen to the mass during the experiment? It will not change in either step 3 or 5. It will decrease in step 3 and increase in step 5. It will increase in step 3 and decrease in step 5. It will increase in step 3 and increase in step 5. During an experiment, the students measured the mass of ice and of liquid water, and then placed the mixture into the freezer for a day. The table shows the data. What will the student most likely have at the end of the experiment? 100 grams of ice, 125 grams of ice, 125 grams of liquid water, 125 grams of liquid water. 150 grams of liquid water. Please submit your answers on Schoology.